The Association of Equipment Manufacturers hosts U.S. Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue in Wisconsin. That visit came as millions of workers and industry leaders across the nation celebrated Manufacturing Day. Senior Vice President of Ag Services, Kurt Blades, joins us now with a further look. Kurt, thank you so much for being with us. Give us a recap of this event and some of the main takeaways.
Well, we were honored to host the Secretary to visit and talk about, ag innovation and how innovation in equipment manufacturing and equipment innovation in general is part of the solution to create a more sustainable food supply. So the Secretary was able to visit one of our fine members, Almon Incorporated in Waukesha, and we had representatives from several of our members where we were showcasing equipment, but really had a nice roundtable discussion where we talked about some of the issues that are critical to the industry in general.
Now, speak of the relationship of agriculture and equipment manufacturers and the value of the Ag Secretary attending this event.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just really great to have our members hear directly from the administration and from the Secretary of what is on his mind and what leads up to sort of his vision for where the industry is going, and then likewise for the Secretary to hear some of the great things that are either in the market right now or just right on the cusp of being on the market that'll make a big difference. A couple of the examples that we have that were sort of, I think, some eye openers for all of those attendants, both the Secretary as well as the press, was taking a good hard look at some of the technology that's available in robotic milking. We had a display to showcase some of this great technology that it provides a really nice bridge for a dairy farm to make that transition from one generation to the next in a much less labor-intensive market while providing some really good benefits to the animal and provide a pretty efficient farming operation for that dairy farm. So that was good for the Secretary to see, along with some of the great stuff that we had with equipment, as well as some conversations specifically about technology not just being ones and zeros, but also some really great innovations that are happening on the engineering front as well.
Great two-way conversation there. Now, what role does the equipment manufacturing industry play in driving innovation in the agriculture space?
Well, one of the things that we like to say when we talk about equipment and its role in the innovation space is, everyone, regardless of how you produce your crops, there's a machine oftentimes that's involved. There's mechanization that's involved. So we've got some of the best engineers around the world working on this particular topic, and they're employing it in ways that really dissect the problem of producing crops or handling livestock and find a way that's the most efficient. Whenever we can remove some of those elements, like if it's a human error or even remove some of the environmental pieces and replace it with a mechanization, that's a good thing for the industry, and that creates the consistency and the efficiency and the sustainability that consumers are certainly looking for today. And the equipment companies are just right there in the front of that, creating that innovation that is right in the hands of the farmers that they're able to employ on a daily basis.
All right, I love seeing all that new technology being put to work. That's Kurt Blades with the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. We appreciate you joining us today.